Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I have something special today, something that I'll probably never do again. I'm reviewing two albums in one video. If you guys don't know Drake, he dropped three. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. Drake dropped three albums in one night. He had the big Iceman plan, and he dropped Iceman, and I already reviewed that. Then out of nowhere, he said, you know what, I have two more albums. So he dropped three albums in one night. And I'm here to talk about those two, HABIBTI, I hope I said that right, and then Maid of Honor. So... yeah, so there's a lot of rumors going around that Drake dropped three albums because he wanted to leave the label he was with. And honestly, that could be the case. And by what it sounds, these entire albums, both of them, sound super rushed. So first off, HABIBTI, they're both released same night. It's 36 minutes and 11 tracks. And honestly, this is just sounds like the most rushed, like that. I don't know if that rumor is true of him actually like leaving a label. That's why he released three. But if it 100% makes sense, because this is the most terrible rushed album I have ever heard. Not only does Drake rush albums in the first place, that's why most of them are pretty bloated, and most of them have bad songs on it. But Drake releasing three albums in one day when he already is releasing more albums more consistently than he should. This is a recipe for disaster, and it absolutely was a disaster because this album is absolutely terrible. And HABIBTI, I think, was the first one I listened to, and I think this one's probably a little bit better than Maid of Honor, because when I'm listening to this, I'm just like, this is terrible. Like, there's nothing good here. But when I listen to Maid of Honor, and let me go to Maid of Honor. Sorry, I mean, I'm just here on, like, I can't remember. I don't remember the track list for these terrible albums. They're honestly that bad. Maid of Honor by Drake. So this one is, it's 14 songs and 45 minutes, a little longer. And when I listen to this, it's just like my ears were like bleeding almost. Like, it was that terrible. And even Drake fans are saying it's bad. Like, and dude, even Drake fanboys will stand up for anything. And they are even admitting that it's terrible. I am actually shocked that Drake was able to make an album this bad. I mean, Where's Your Stuff interlude, and probably Cheetah Print, like hearing Sexy Red do the cha-cha slide, like her version of it, it's probably worse than Meet Your Padre off Sexy Songs For You, which is notoriously the worst Drake song. And then he went and dropped Cheetah Print with Sexy Red, who Sexy Red, all she talks about is sex. I mean, that's her name, Sexy Red. And I don't know why she's a thing, but Drake decided, you know what, I'm going to have her on a song again, even though it usually doesn't work out in terms of making good songs. But he decided to do it again and probably release his worst song to date with Cheetah Print. And I mean, you have Princess was also dreadful. Like, you have The Rock in the beginning where he's like, first time I saw ya. Like, dude, I died laughing. How did Drake make an album this bad? Like, look, Drake is known for most, like, hardcore music fans, I feel like, for being a guy who drops mediocre albums. Like, they're not bad. They're just, you know, you can grab a few songs off them. It's cool when it releases, but Drake actually made two terrible albums. These are really bad. These are really, 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 really bad. There's not a single song I like from either one of these. Maid of Honor is worse by far. Well, I wouldn't say by far. They're both really, really bad, but I definitely think listening to Maid of Honor, like, it was so bad I noticed it. Like, HABIBTI was just like, okay, this is super rushed. It's like he just wanted to make an album to drop three. Like, what's the point? And then Maid of Honor is like, oh no, this is terrible. This is actually, like, maybe he was even trying to make the songs that bad. He's like, how far can I go making terrible songs? Like, how far can I push the fans until they really say, you know what, this is trash? So this is very disappointing. This is really disappointing. Drake should be releasing like one album every 2 years, not an album every like 6 months, and let alone three albums in one day. This was terrible. You know, I'm still figuring out the rating system for this channel. You know, I'm still getting comfortable reviewing stuff. You know, I'm still in my, you know, early form. But, you know, HABIBTI, I want to rate and grade it a 2 out of 10 and say an F-. Anything below a 3 out of 10 is an F-. Like, I know that's not even a thing, like, on a grading scale, but it's that bad. It's that bad. And Maid of Honor, I'm generally going to give it a 0 out of 10 and an F-. Maid of Honor is a 0 out of 10. It is one of the worst albums I've ever heard. Cheetah Print and Princess are one of the worst songs I've ever... Like, those two stood out. Like, the rest of the album was like, this is bad. And then there was like, this is really, really bad. So I don't know what Drake was doing. This is terrible. This is really, really awful. Wow. I was in shock, and I'm still in shock at how bad they were. Drake... You have a song called Get It Together, don't you, off of More Life? Yeah, you need to get it together, man. Just don't do this ever again. And people, you know, Iceman was decent, I think, for Drake. It was pretty Drake, like it lived up to what Drake fans wanted. But this, I think everyone can agree, these are two absolutely awful, dreadful albums. That's why I'm not going to make a video separating them. They're both that bad. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. That's most people's thoughts. Just absolutely terrible. Thank you guys for watching. Much love. And, yeah, peace.